My name is Jeffrey Tyndall. I'm from Biloxi, Mississippi. I'm the finance director here at Direct Auto.
How did you first connect with Mike West?
I was actually working at a car lot right next door to his, and he had a weight bench over there at his car lot, so I would go over there at lunch and would use their weight bench. It's kind of started from there.
What stands out the most to you about Mike?
His ability to recognize bottlenecks, his ability to see problems that other people can't see, and his discipline that he has when addressing those problems. His own self-accountability is something that stood out to me at first, was rare. I had not been around someone that had that much accountability in a position like that.
How would you describe Mike's professionalism and communication style?
His communication style is direct. If I had to describe it, it's a very direct, you always know where you stand with Michael. There's no doubt about it. He's not gonna, there's no subliminals or no, it's not confusing. He's gonna let you know exactly where it's at. He's a guy that's also hard, but also fair.
What is the overall impact Mike has had on your life?
He's changed my entire life. And when I say that single-handedly, he is the person that has literally turned my entire life around. I'm not here without him. It's just, there's no doubt about it. He single-handedly has changed my entire outlook on life and my entire life.
Do you want to talk a little bit about what your upbringing was like?
My upbringing was better than some, worse than others. It was a little challenging to say the least, but I think it's made me who I am. That's something that Michael helped me realize. He helped me realize that where my shortcomings were really strengths, and learned how to embrace that. And that was one of the main things that he's done in my life. Was I used to feel sorry for myself. I used to think that, why do this person have these advantages? But these people that have those advantages, I learned they don't have the will, the grit, to overcome some of these problems, normal life problems. But when you've dealt with them, you use it I basically use it as strengths instead of weaknesses. But like I was using it. I was using it as a crutch, where now I use it as a tool.
Do you think working here has positively impacted you in your personal life and your professional life?
Yes, absolutely. Both questions to answer yes on both of those. Financially, it's took me to another level. But personally, having, like I said, once again, the words accountability, having accountability in your personal life and can really help out as well with professional life too. So it bleeds over. We're here more than we are at home, so the kind of practices you're doing throughout the day, if you go home the same practices, you get the same results.
Can you share a specific result, outcome, or moment that has stood out to you within your relationship or time knowing him?
It may seem simple to y'all, but I never realized that he told me when I first got here, he said, look, if you want to have these things, this is the first step. $3,000, save that. And it seems simple, right? It's just very small, but that was one of the biggest impacts. I mean, when I saved that $3,000, within a year I was buying my home, and I was, my credit had gotten better. Like everything in my life had completely changed. And it started with that one, save $3,000. I think that was the first piece of advice he gave me, was that. And then I guess when he saw me do that, he invested more of his time, and then there was other things that came after that he kind of coached me and showed me the way. And he was right about all of it, every bit of it.
Can you tell us more about the overall impact that working with Mike has had on your life?
It's changed me completely. And I mean that with sincerity. It has completely changed everything about me and my life. And I think a lot of that's accountability, self-awareness, because he commands that. That is something that with Mike, with whoever you are, if he's dealing with you, you are going to have to be self-aware and have accountability.
Would you recommend Mike to others? And if so, why?
Absolutely would recommend him to others. I've just seen the impact he's made on not just me, but this is everyone at this company could sit in this chair and say the exact same thing that I'm saying when they walk in the door. And I'm proud to be a part of that. Just a small role that I play to help, bring these guys that come in. I see they don't have homes. They don't have they just didn't believe what they can accomplish. They didn't realize their ceiling was so high. And then to see them, go buy homes and just their whole lives change. and that's been rewarding, and to be a part of that.
What sets Mike apart from others?
I think he lives it. I think that most people in this industry are salesmen, and they sell people on what they do and how they do it, and that they're up in the morning at 5 and they're doing all. They're not. Michael actually lives it. Like lives it.
What is your message to someone that might want to learn from Mike?
I would tell them to listen to him, even if it's not what you want to do or what you think is correct. To follow what he's saying, because it will pay off. It will get to where he says it'll get to. I mean, I've seen it happen 40, 50 times with people that's walked in the door, that's come to work here. Now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be something that you're not going to work for. But if you put the work in, he will put the work in as well. He won't quit. He'll make you ring the bell. You'll have to quit before he will. So some people are stubborn, some people aren't, but if you're willing to put in the work, Mike will put it in there with you.
Describe Mike West in one word.
Genuine. I would say that, he is, like I said, he walks it, talks it. He is who he says he is, which is, I don't think a lot of people are that. They really aren't. I think he is exactly who he tells you he is.
Who is Mike West to you?
Michael West is to me a mentor, a friend, and my boss. He's filled a lot of roles in my life.
What would you tell someone thinking about working for Mike?
The level of accountability that you have to work here is, some people would call it extreme, but I mean, it's you have to have accountability, and I don't think accountability anywhere I've ever worked was kind of required. I don't think anyone really had it to this level, but here you're required to have accountability, and he is going to remind you of it. So, that was something that it was very hard, but it's paid off.
Can you kind of tell us what working with Mike looks like?
We usually train about 30, 45 minutes every day. A lot of it can be painful, but it's really just getting through a lot of these things that we build up in our heads that we think are the problem, when the reality is a lot of the times we're the problem. And if we clean our side of the street, it's training and anything, then the other stuff tends to work out. The other side of the street cleans itself. Accountability. Once again, I mean, that's the word I can use. And training and accountability. You're not gonna, walk in to a training session with Michael and leave out of there without a clear, direct direction on what you could do better and what you could handle better and how you would handle that situation better. So you walk out of there with a clear direction on what you should have done, next time what you should do, and it's up to you to do it and to take that out of that,
What is your final piece of advice to someone who wants to work with Mike?
Be ready to change your life, because I don't think Michael's looking to hire employees. I think he's looking to help change people's lives. I think that's where he gets, I think, a lot of his motivation from. I think he really enjoys helping people change their life. And he could have easily found somebody better than me that was more experienced, that it would have been a lot easier for him. I can assure you. He went through the gauntlet with me for years, and never gave up on me. But I think he enjoyed seeing me transition and change my life, and I think he likes to see these other guys do it too. There's not one person. You could interview everyone in this room right now and go ask them, what has happened since you've come to work here? Their entire life's changed, the entire life, and for all of it for the good. Now they've earned it, but it's really all because of Michael. It really is. I know it may sound like that's me, gassing my boss, but it's the truth,